Comparatives and Superlatives. Fill in the blanks with the comparative form of one of the adjectives below. Sarah's skirt is shorter than it should be. This sofa is more comfortable than it looks. Living in Madrid is more expensive than living in a village. Houses are cheaper in villages than in big cities such as Madrid. Traveling by car is more dangerous than traveling by train. My village is smaller than yours. It only has 1,000 inhabitants. Making money is more important to him than making friends. That's why I don't like him. The new waitress is nicer than the old one. She has a very pleasant smile. My brother is taller than me. Learning foreign languages is more difficult than learning social sciences. Use the suitable form of the adjectives below. Unemployment is the most serious problem that we have in Spain nowadays. Visiting foreign countries is more interesting than going to the beach. You seem to be happier than you were last year. My car is faster than yours. There are fewer jobs in the agricultural sector than in the service sector. There were a lot of scientific discoveries at the beginning of the 20th century. Which was the most important? The situation in Africa is worse than in Europe. Traveling by coach is cheaper than traveling by plane. Many people think that the Mona Lisa is the most beautiful painting in the world. Ethiopia is one of the poorest countries in the world. What is the biggest difference between Spanish coffee and English coffee? This exercise is easier than the one we did yesterday. Last year was the worst year of my life. I had a car accident and I had to stay in bed for 6 months. It is much more expensive to eat in a restaurant than to eat at home. Some exams are easier than others. This is the best film I have ever seen. It was so exciting. This is the most boring film that I have ever seen. I nearly fell asleep. This is the cheapest car in the market. You won't find anything cheaper. Mary is the most intelligent girl in the class. She always gets good marks. Helen bought her house a long time ago. Her house is older than mine. Peter is taller than his brother. He's nearly as tall as me. It took us 5 minutes to get to the airport. It wasn't as far as I had thought it was. John is almost as tall as his sister. He's 160 centimeters and she is 162 centimeters. What's the most popular sport in Japan? Today it's a lot colder than yesterday, so put on your coat. This restaurant is better than the one we went to last Saturday. I like it much more. I think that was one of the worst days of my life. I broke up with my boyfriend, and I spent the whole day crying. My car is easier to park than yours. You aren't as clever as you think you are. You make mistakes too. This is one of the tallest buildings in the world. He's one of the richest men in the world. He owns a gold Rolls-Royce. The film I saw yesterday is one of the best films I have ever seen. You are thinner now than a month ago. I'm sure you have lost weight. Health is more important than money. There were fewer people at the meeting than I had expected. Most chairs were empty. She is prettier than her sister. Her green eyes are beautiful. We went to a restaurant and I had the worst meal I had ever eaten. It was awful. Spain isn't as big as Germany, it is smaller. The end.